Hi, I'm Khalid from Khalid Talks Marketing, and I'm going to share with you how to launch a successful business on day dot and make loads of money in that week. I've launched over 3 food businesses that have done well over £15,000 a week in sales by us doing a successful store launch for them. Watch this video to the end and make sure you comment sheet down below. We'll send you a sheet of, if you're starting a new business, of what stuff to watch out for, what your costings might be, what your expenses will be, such as staff, utilities, insurance, bins, profit margins. You can use this as a platform. Why? It will show you your costings so you make sure you're in profit from day dot. I've launched many businesses and it's taken me years to develop this sheet. I've launched many businesses from day dot successfully. And there's a lot of mistakes I made throughout my journey that I'm going to share with you, which I will tell you not to do and which things to do. Firstly, are influencers worth hiring for your events? Are celebrities worth hiring for your events? Or should you give a free product out for your events? And I will cover this in this video. Going back to around, I'll say about 2000s, I had a client of mine who's now a friend, and he was doing a store launch. He had a restaurant. He got in touch with the local newspapers to do the launch for his restaurant. They came back, I think it was a Manc, they were charging £3,000 for one video that they're going to publish over 3 months, and they're going to charge £3,000 for it. That is ridiculous. Daylight robbery. Why? They spend that £3,000. If that £3,000, say for example, brought in £15,000 worth of revenue, then it would be value for money. But I know it wouldn't have covered its cost. So you'll have like, oh yeah, I'm in the Manc, which is a credible newspaper, blah, blah, blah. But would it have returned the money? No, it wouldn't have. You got to be really careful. And then he was like looking at launch parties with influencers and stuff, and I was looking at the price guides, and everyone was ripping people off left, right, and center. And then he was like, listen, can you take over it and can you do it? I thought about this good and hard. 1, if you hire an influencer, people would come to see the influencer and not buy the food. At the end of the day, if you're a food establishment, people need to taste your food, right? If you're a clothing company, people need to come and actually try on your clothes, buy your clothes, and see if they're going to become your customer, right? And hiring an influencer, I wouldn't be keen on it unless if the influencer was like, if you're a food business and you had Gordon Ramsay turning up. Why? Because Gordon Ramsay would give your business credibility, right? That being said, I did the maths for them. To get 500 people down, why don't we give out 500 free meals? We made chicken wings, we made lamb chops with chips. So the customers had an option of either taking chicken wings or lamb chops or chips. Yeah, so it's a meal, chicken and chips or chicken and lamb. Why I did this was, 1, when people turn up to the launch, they're going to test out the food. Lamb chops are not the cheapest thing going out there, right? Lamb chops are expensive. And chicken wings are a bit cheaper, but some people don't like lamb, some people like chicken. When a customer comes into your premises and they're getting a free sample, they will taste your food. If they like your food, later on they will book a table at your restaurant and they will come back and they will bring their family and you will make money off them. By doing this method, the store made in the region of £32,000 in the first 2 weeks on sales. Remember, this store had no brand awareness out there. It had no custom in this area. I think they paid off their investment within 6 months. I'm not 100% sure on this. 6 months to a year of launching the business, they paid off their business investment that they put in, which was fantastic. We had lines and lines and lines going out through the door. I'm going to put a video up here somewhere where you can see how big the lines were. The formula for this was we got in touch with the newspapers. We didn't even use influencers. Believe it or not, for this event, we did not even have influencers there. We put our post on social media and we got in touch with the town and they put our post out on their social media as well. And then we put our posters in the window. The offer was simple. It was too good to refuse. The offer was, come down 12 p.m. on this day. You are going to get a free meal, 1 meal per person. You are going to go taste the food. Hopefully these people will turn into customers, right? On the day of the event, I was so nervous. I was driving from Sheffield over to Manchester, right? And when I was driving from Sheffield to Manchester, it was snowing on the day. So I was thinking, it's snowing on the day. Is anyone going to actually turn up? Why? Because we've got portions, 500 portions of food ordered. If they don't get used, they're going to get wasted. So the business is going to have a loss of earnings. And then this launch is going to be unsuccessful. Lo and behold, when I parked my car up and I was walking down the hill, I could see the queue all the way around the building. So there was a queue from that location, 5 stores, past Heavenly Desserts, which was around the corner as well. And there were people waiting at 12 o'clock for this. People came for the offer, which was too good to refuse. Free chicken and chips, free lamb and chips. It's as simple as that. Give the people something free to try out. All in all, I think this probably cost them in food and labour less than £1,000. However, it made them a shed load of money afterwards. People were introduced to their product and they were packed out for weeks and months on end. There's another one. It was a fusion Caribbean restaurant based in Sheffield called 7 Seas. The owner, he's a friend of mine. He launched the business and he spent over, I think, £400,000 on this business. And then I saw him. He was like, listen, look, we've launched the business 2 months ago. I think I've got enough money to the month's end. After the month ends, I don't think I'm going to have money for staff. I'm not going to have money for rent. I'm not going to have money for nothing. The business is going to shut down. He's Khalid, I need your help. I sat down and I thought, what can I do about the business? And then I asked a few people, do they know about this business being open? Nothing. And everyone's like, no, we don't know this business open. I was like, listen, let's apply the 500 free meals again. So what we did was, I went to his restaurant. I tried his menu. There was one item that was easy to produce, fast, and it was delicious. And it was a jerk loaded fries. And these jerk loaded fries are the most delicious, aromatic, spicy jerk fries I've ever eaten in my life. I had a discussion. Look, I can do the jerk fries. Look, the budget's going to cost me off like X, Y, and Z. Let's do it. So what we did was we put out posters in the windows again. We put out posts on social media. We spent money on the posts on social media locally. We got into some forums like Sheffield Online and we got into some other places and we told everyone about it. Following Saturday when the launch happened, I turned up again. There was queues around the place. For the next 3 months, this place was packed. You couldn't get tables in this place. It was simply, we offered too good to refuse. We gave a free food item out. People got to taste the amazing food. They heard about the hype. We ran paid ads and people kept on booking. When you're launching a business, don't get too engrossed into your product and your decor. Remember, if people don't know about it, why are they going to come to you and buy off you? So remember, spend time and money into marketing. With this video, I'm going to give you a free sheet. This sheet has taken me over 15 years to develop and I'm going to give it away to you guys for free. Comment sheet, and what we'll do is we'll inbox you this sheet. In this sheet, you're going to input all your data and the sheet will tell you roughly what your expenses are going to be for you to survive as a business. This would help you out so much because no one really shares this information with you. Make sure you like, share and subscribe. I'll see you next week.